Welcome to Unruly 3, father of 3 unruly kids.
I'm not really.
Alright, so this time you see I'm going to cut it off before I get to the end. Try not to have it break apart like I did last time on my lathe. And this one you'll notice that it's not at the very middle when it starts. That way the wood can connect on the lathe to the thicker part. Just try to get rid of the teeth marks a little bit from the saw. Go ahead and grab about a half gallon of glue. Alright, so this time I'm going to use some extra clamps. Last time I just had these red clamps, and this time I'm going to make sure I bring out a few extra clamps that hopefully get some extra clamping pressure, especially towards the ends here. That way she doesn't fall apart on me while it's on the lathe. Alright. You'll see how the piece, it's hooking a lot better onto there, and then this side doesn't have that line coming through there, so it's not going to chip out. At least I hope so. And just start getting it round. This time I'm going to make sure that I get it round all the way down until that way I don't start making some kind of design on it or something and get done and realize that, oh, it's not all the way around and I got a big flat spot on my design and have to take it down anyways. I saw this time my mom did not leave any comments. I think she was upset with me because I had teased my sister Lorna on my last one. So reminds me, if you guys leave some comments down below if there's a certain Harry Potter Hogwarts house that you want to see a wand made for, or a type of wand or an idea. Give me some ideas. I'm trying to come up with some new ones, so I'd appreciate it. Alright, so the size of the handle I'm trying to go for is about 5 inches. So I just mark the middle, two sides here. So it's 2.5 and 2.5. And then in the middle I wanted to put a bead, kind of like I had started on the last one that I ran into trouble with. I'm going to take it a little bit narrower on the sides here, kind of let it flare out a little bit towards the middle. Now I don't know what it is. I think it's this really, really dry wood. This walnut is super dry, and I think when I get to this part here and I go ahead and make this little part, make anything in here, they just chip out so bad. So I wanted to make these two little beads here, and when I stop it I just see all these little chip marks everywhere on it. And it was really chipped out, so I thought, oh, I'm just going to take it down again just like I had last time. But this time I'm just going to make a couple extra lines here. Alright, now getting this really narrow down here. I didn't want to have too narrow on the side and then have to come in here and push a little bit to get pressure, so that's why I came back into the middle. Alright, I got some jokes for you guys. Why does Snape walk down the center of the road? So you can't tell what side he's on. How would you rate the Harry Potter series on a scale of 1 to 10? 9 3/4. How many purebloods does it take to change a light bulb? What's a light bulb? It's funny because they don't know what a light bulb is. I'm just taking super thin cuts, just trying to, just a little bit at a time so I don't break this. I don't want too much pressure on it. And I'm just trying to get a nice tapering going all the way down towards the bottom. Or the point, I guess. And now when I came back to the middle, oh, here I'm going to clean out the end, I guess. Just kind of get an idea of what I wanted the backside of this to look like. I went through about 3 different ideas in the span of about 5 seconds here. And then I just kind of stopped and said, oh, that must be good. I'm going to put a couple lines in here. Since I have the lines in the middle, I might as well put some lines out here. And then I thought, uh-oh, I probably need a line here in the middle. I'm going to burn these in with a wire. I'm trying to adjust the speed. I didn't know how fast to get it, so I just went and kicked it up to the top. And I started getting some burning into these lines, makes them really pop out. And now I'm looking at the middle thinking, uh-oh, I wonder if I want something there. Probably want something here. All right, let's take my square carbide one. I'm going to put a little line in here with my skew. And put another wire line on that one. There we go. All right, now I'm going to sand. I'm using this block because I want this to be pretty flat, so tapering all the way down nice and like it doesn't have any bumps or ridges. So this block is going to make it so it's going to be nice and flat the whole way, tapering all the way to the bottom. All right, so I started writing on the back of my sandpaper here. I have 150 grit. And it's pretty rough, but it gets rid of my first chatter marks, kind of, I guess they call them. Again, I'm not 100% sure, but right there in the middle I was having a little bit of a hard time, so I thought, oh, I better take it down. This is 60 grit that I have on that block. And that's going to get rid of those marks a lot faster. Then I go back and touch it up with the 150. All right, now this one here, I'm at 240 grit. Looking pretty good. Now I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, oh boy, this is not quite symmetrical. So I looked at it a couple times, and the whole time here I'm thinking, do I really need to go back and fix it? Yeah, I better adjust it a little bit. I was trying to think of so many different ways. Oh, that's good enough. I don't know if I need to do this. Finally I said I better go back and try to make it look a little bit more symmetrical. So then I hit it back with 150 grit. Then I got my 240 one more time. It looks a little better. Nice. Back to 100, back to my 60. Then I hit it with 140, 150 again. All right. Now let's just work on taking it all the way down through my grits. Here's my 240. I got my 320. .400 grit. And we're going to go all the way up to 600 grit. Then I saw somebody grab some sawdust like that and rub it on there while it was spinning. I don't know. I thought, oh, I might as well give it a try. Here comes the oil. This is my favorite part. You can kind of see the grain really pop on that walnut then. Yeah, so you can see that line. Looks pretty cool going all the way down there. All right, here's the finished product. So this is walnut, and that's white oak on the middle. I really like how the end turned out. Here's the one that broke, and you can see that the end of where the lathe connected was really close to where that glue up was, and then on the tip you could see again where it came apart. If you watch my other video, you can see how this fall apart. All right, thanks for watching.